this beautiful creation. Man has intervened by creating ways that the water can flow, but it can't control how it flows. I believe that there's only one foremost intelligence in all the universe. It has not taken the shape of man, and that is its confines. I call it Source. I believe Source is responsible for all living forms of divinity, all energies that speak to creation, being able to create, reproduce, as we say, multiply, like all of these trees do every year, sprouting new leaves, like this water does. If it's left to do what it's supposed to do, it will increase. No matter how you came across a belief that there is something higher and greater than you that loves you, keeps you, and guides you, there is. However, we're not all having the entire story. Even biblical text says no one has the whole story. Identify yourself as a divine being without punishing yourself, without fear, without sin consciousness. Just accept the fact that you are not going to ever be perfect. And listen to the teachings meant to raise your frequency, that you would vibrate on light. We ourselves are miniature fractals of the Creator, the divine white light, the highest white light, the creator of all divinity, of all gods, of all stars, of all forms of light, of all things, responsible for the repetitive calculation quantum physicists find in all things, including us, connecting us, proof that we are all part of one source. Some will tell you, you think too high of yourself if you believe this. I'm flowing right now. I'm downloading. This channel is meant to help people understand the journey that I actually believe I was made to bring you on, something I ran from for years. I have a gift of understanding. But if you found this video, you're vibrating on a frequency that says you were ready to hear what I had to say. I will add a note on the beginning of this, and I try to do this for everyone. But if you pick this up somewhere and you've forgotten what I said in the beginning, and you're starting to struggle because my unplugging was not easy, it can lead you to a path of confusion, anger, bitterness, even hate. When you look at the world and see the frailty of man, but guess what? I'm only human. It doesn't matter about my ancestral lineage. It does not matter what God I align myself with. I'm still operating from the confines of what this flesh can do. And it can go higher. We are multi-dimensional beings. Even science is starting to pick up on the spiritual connotations or the spiritual accounts, and it has for a long time, of how we exist. You are a soul. Now, it's not my job, nor can I tell you what to believe, how to connect to what you believe, but something inside of you innately already knows what you believe, what has been speaking to you since you were a child. If you have been harmed spiritually as a child, some of your experiences could have been harsher. Some people play in the spiritual. Some people want to take your light before you ever get to shine it, because they themselves don't have a connection, true connection to the divine. So they become energy vampires. They want to suppress it because they're afraid of what they don't understand. But if we could only pause to say that all beings have a higher calling and a right to pursue it with understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. That means we need time and room to grow, opportunity to advance from whatever innocent, loving, caring version of us we come into this world as. No one is born a criminal. No one is born a killer, but what the soul has cannot be removed. You can dampen a spirit. You can delay. Go within. Face the shadows. You have the power to remove, cancel, strip, block, reverse everything that has ever been spiritually done to you. And it may not mean that someone purposely, intentionally practiced some form of darkness openly and aware. It's as simple as using words to tell you who you are and not, and what your purpose is. Words are sacred, only meant to be used when there is something important. It's the things we practice gives us intelligence. It's not something you're born with. You haven't practiced anything at birth but being born. Some things are in you innately based on what you've been tuned to do. And when your frequency matches and aligns with source, and you then walk in that frequency towards what truly is in the inside of you to do, your greatest desires in love, you will be able to fulfill your life's purpose. But until you do that work, go through the difficult emotions, search and work on self, and understand that you must. It's not about how much money you make or how talented you are at something. Who are you deciding to be? The essence of you. What are you willing to learn today? You have to put down the pain and stop reliving it. Whatever you were blocked from, and I'm speaking to those who were made examples of, those who someone decided, no, you're not worth it. You can't live this life. No one has the right to tell you who you aren't and who you cannot be. And if someone puts up obstacles or causes you to stumble and fall, it is up to you to get back up, lovely, beautiful one, and realize that the legs that you stand on are strong, always have been, always will be. You have to find the balance again. You have to see that you're standing on strong legs. You have to accept your shadows. And then maybe you can alchemize them, which means use them for healing. I know some things about myself that now that I'm very, very aware, and I even know the triggers, I'm fortifying myself with truth, with practice, with tools like counseling, grounding, meditation, clearing the energy around me, because you bring energy in on you from just going to the store, just being around your family. How about sitting with your own energy for a minute, accepting that you are abundant, you are complete, working on your parts if you're working on them, and you're creating life from the source that's within you, the God that's within you. God didn't separate us. And sometimes I don't even like to use the term God because it means different things to different people. The divine God didn't put us here and separate itself from us so that we would perish. Would you create a miniature version of yourself and then cut it off? Would you give it everything that you know it needs to stay and remain aligned with you? Wanting to see what little you would do in this circumstance, and you chose to overcome these circumstances. So your soul isn't just here only when you're alive. When people say, oh, I don't believe in reincarnation, do you believe that your soul lives longer than your body? If you say no, then that means that when you die, you're not going to heaven. Because you believe your soul's going to heaven, right? Or some form of another non-worldly place. Peace be unto you. Let this day and this morning keep you. Don't wrestle with what I've said. Try not to judge. I am not perfect, but I am speaking from the truth. And when Source moves me, when Yahweh moves me, when I hear the teachings of Thoth and I am moved to be quiet and to be humble and to begin to listen, be aware, pay attention, I can really sync up and be aligned with the Most High. Source. Peace, love, bye.